Sit on your mat and we'll start this journey with a bit of a breath practice. I have been blessed with a little bit of extra time lately, so I've been reading. And I read my novel, but then I also try to read something about yoga every day, just because I love being a student. And I was reminded of the 8 limbs of yoga and the 8 things that we do to reach that ultimate peace, that inner quiet that comes with years of meditation and practice and repetition. And one of the things that we do is we breathe. Breathing is such an interesting thing because we're breathing into our energy and into our lungs. And even if you don't understand about energy, or like me, you kind of rejected the concept of energy, we are what we are and what we can see, except you can feel your breath. You can know that you're taking in air from the outside and letting it fuel you into your lungs, into your cells, into your life. And you can exhale that stagnancy out and you can feel that magic of the breath body. And so we're going to breathe here in slow, deep breath and really dive into the magic that is breathing. Something that we take for granted because it comes so easily to us, we don't have to think about it. But if you can, just for a moment in your day, pay exquisite attention. As my teacher would say, pay exquisite attention to your breath, as though it is your best friend. And so we'll take this journey, 3 minutes of slow, deep breath. And I want you to feel as though you're filling the belly and then the lungs on the inhale, and you'll exhale fully all of the breath out. So let your eyes drop closed or look down. Curl your fingers around your knees and just give that a signal of stability and inwardness. And let your mind's eye go up to your brain. Follow your breath in and out. 3 minutes of watching your breath can be the most powerful thing you do in your day. 30 minutes would be better, but 3 minutes is quite powerful in itself. In and out, and if thoughts intrude or the shifting happens, just stop and direct yourself back to that awesome exchange of bringing in prana, life, chi, oxygen, whatever you want to call it. Exhale. Feel younger and taller and more vibrant with each breath. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue rest to the roof of the mouth. And continue this journey inward. Feel your sit bones, your ankles on the earth. And feel your breath coming in and going out. One more slow round. And before we move, just pause a moment and observe for yourself if that was easy or difficult. If you were able to concentrate, if you sank into it, if you held your posture. Yoga really offers us this chance to observe not only ourselves, but the world around us. And let your eyes open, and choices here. You can stay in easy pose if that's comfortable for you. You can come up to kneeling pose if that would be better. You can even come up to stand or sit in a sturdy chair if you'd like. We're going to take a few minutes with our shoulders. One of the things about the shoulder blades is they're connected to the traps. So scaps and traps, as I like to call them, we're going to have this really lovely feeling of letting go of tension. I'm going to come up to my rock pose. Feel free to just find a nice, tall, straight spine. And shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And with a little bit of generosity, let them fall down. And then inhale up, shrug them up. And exhale, let them fall down. You're not just lowering the shoulders, you're just dropping them. You can even bring in an open mouth exhale, and let's take about 10 more rounds. Create tension, drop them down. Four more. Listen to yourself, breathe. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Get rid of your neck. Hold the breath in. And exhale, relax. Roll the shoulders up and around one way. Breathe slow and easy. Maybe continue those open mouth exhales. End of the year is such a nice time to let it go. Up and around the other way. And then reach your arms out to the sides, fingers spread wide, palms toward me. You reach out from the fingertips and then reach out again from the shoulders. Just take a few breaths here and notice where you're holding your weight. Have a feeling that you're lifting from the fingertips and the wrists instead of from the shoulders. And suddenly your arms might feel a little lighter. And then rotate your palms down toward the earth and have a feeling that you're keeping absolute length through the arms. And side to side, inhale here. And then right fingertips to the earth as the left arm reaches up. And then back to center. Inhale. And second side, exhale, left fingers down. And keep your arms straight across from each other. Keep the fingers reaching away from each other. And keep the shoulders dropping down away from the ears. And take one more here. Back to center, flip your palms up. Same movement. Inhale, right fingers down, left fingers up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale in center and exhale, second side. Try to move with your breath. One more time each side. Rotate the palms down and shrug the shoulders. And the other way. And come on down to sit in staff pose. Legs go straight out in front of you. Lift tall. Sit bones pressing in, crown of the head reaching up, and draw your shoulders back and down, and draw your shoulders so that they feel in line with your hips, and draw your ears back so they feel in line with your shoulders. Reach your arms up, inhale, and exhale, fold forward, reach for the toes or the ankles. Once you're there, round the spine and tuck the chin into the chest. So you're letting go of all those yoga rules where you keep your spine long. You're just getting a little stretch into the back of the heart, the back of the shoulders. One more breath. Slowly come on up. Shrug the shoulders up and around one more time. And the other way. And either come to sit in easy pose or rock pose one more time, and we'll stretch into our neck a little bit. Find that tall, straight spine. Reach your arms forward, fingers wrapping around the knees, arms away from your sides. And lengthen up through the back of the neck, slight tucking of the chin in. And then drop your shoulders down even more. Let's actually move the hands away and bring them down to your sides. Palms pressing into the earth if they reach. And that in the back of the neck stays long. Reach the left ear over to the left shoulder, and then reach the right fingers away that can rest on the earth, but have this reaching feeling, and feel that stretch through the side of the neck. Take a few breaths. Back up through center. Take that right hand now and bring the hand back behind you, palm facing out, shoulder draws down. Chin draws back. And then same stretch, left ear to left shoulder, supporting yourself with the left hand on the earth. The right arm is behind you. Draw the shoulder down, draw the elbow back. And feel all the feels with this one. And then move gently. Keep that left ear reaching to the left shoulder and just tuck the chin in a little and then move it back. Just explore stretching into the right side of your neck, chest, and shoulder. And slowly come back to center. Keep your right arm tucked behind you. And now maybe even tuck it even more so that the shoulder is drawing down so the elbow comes closer. If you can, I feel like I should move up a little bit. If you can, you're gonna reach, that was graceful. You're gonna reach behind and find the left arm, and then left arm can cross in front of you and draw the shoulders back and down. And take a few breaths. If you don't quite hook the arm, then that left arm can just rest comfortably. But keep both shoulders drawing back and down. And left hand goes out to the side. Release the right arm. And reach it up and go into a few forward circles. And backward circles. And slow down into your backward circles a few more rounds. And then keep your left hand on the earth. Right hand will come back behind your head and twist up toward the ceiling. Eyes can close. You can even feel like you're holding your head and letting it draw you a little deeper into the stretch. And slowly come back up. Relax down. Take your legs out. Give them a little shimmy. And then pull them back in. Maybe the opposite leg in front. And shrug your shoulders up and around a few times. Back to center. Back to stillness. Draw the shoulders back and down. And then right fingers reach to the earth. Both fingers reach to the earth. That's what was missing. Both arms reach out. And then draw the neck long and right shoulder to right ear. Keep that left arm really reaching away. Drop the shoulder down and take a few breaths into the side of your neck. Really try to relax tension. Shoulders and neck are quite the source of muscle tightness. Our shoulder muscles compete with each other. One set drawing us forward, one set drawing us back. And stay in your neck stretch. That left hand will slide back behind you. Keep that chicken wing out, as we like to say. Elbow or shoulder drawing down and elbow drawing back. Take a few more breaths. And back up to center. That left hand will slide all the way behind. Maybe right hand comes in front, or it can rest on your lap. Lift tall, draw the shoulders back and down. And breathe. Come back to that long, slow breath that we practiced in the beginning. 5 slow rounds. Give the shoulders and neck time to relax their tension. Keep drawing yourself into this lovely open chest. And right hand will reach back to the earth, coming into that little side bend. Left arm reaches up and go into a few forward circles from the shoulder, nice and slow. And then up and back. And draw the arm up and back, fingertips to the back of the head, or you can even hold your head with your hand and draw your chest open, elbow reaching away from the shoulder, shoulder reaching away from the hip. Relax your jaw, slow, deep breath. And come on back up. Release the shoulders. Release the legs. We're going to come on down to our backs. We're going to use the blanket. So the first position, though, you're just going to have this nice flat fold. And you're going to lay it down so that you can lay the shoulders down onto the earth. And it really is, it's your choice. Maybe your head's on the blanket as well, or you'll have more of your spine on. So there really is no rules. You're just going to make sure that your shoulder blades are making contact with your blanket. And then roll on down. Cool. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you and then lengthen the spine down from there. And then lengthen the spine up from there as well, meaning draw your neck a little longer. Then you can even lift the back of the head up and then rest it back down. And then walk your feet out as wide as the mat or a little wider. And let your knees knock together. And here is a nice stretch for the sacrum. And then bring your arms out to a T shape. Palms roll down. And again, have that feeling that you're reaching out from the wrists and the fingers. And just take a few breaths here. Soften the spine into the earth. Soften your eyes, even let them close if they're not already. And slow and deep, easy breath. And draw your hands back down to your sides. Feet and knees now come into line with the hips. I like to call this lowered bridge position, feet pressing in, knees hugging toward each other, but there is that space in between. And flatten your tailbone down even more onto the earth. And hold that length in the spine. And as you inhale, slowly roll up to your shoulder blades. Hips are lifting. And exhale, roll down. If you feel like the blanket could be making a little more contact, a little more, have a little more oomph with it, you can even roll it one more time and repeat that process of finding your lowered bridge position and then lifting and lowering the hips, rolling up to the shoulder blades, and then back down. Move with your breath here. This requires a little bit of effort, but it's so grounding and calming for the body to feel that pressure in the feet and the shoulders and the arms. One more. And slowly lower the hips down. Palms still pressing down toward the earth, and go into a few snow angels here with the arms, and just notice with the palms pressing down to the earth how limited you are in your range of motion. And just feel amazed with the construction of our shoulders. But feel that pressure of the shoulder blades into the blanket. Take a few more. The palms are gliding across the floor as you move here. And then with arms at your sides, flip your palms up. And now same process, and notice your range of motion now. Maybe even bringing the hands together overhead. And take a few rounds of that. Feel the pressure of the shoulder blades moving against the blanket, trying to give yourself this little internal massage. And then cross your arms in front of you, coming into eagle stretch. And you can either press your palms to your forehead as the elbows and wrists cross in front of you, or the palms can press together. And then jut your elbows away from you. And then maybe even roll gently side to side as the blanket is massaging your shoulder blades and your traps. And then pause in stillness. Take a few rounds of breath with eagle arms. Notice which arm was on top for you. Unwind, stretch the arms out. And then rewind your arms back up, either pressing the palms together or palms to the forehead. Elbows jut away from your body, and you can roll here gently onto the shoulder blades. And then just relax into the arm stretch. Slow, easy breath. Unwind your arms, interlace your fingers under your head, and then bring your knees out to the sides for bound angle pose. And come back to your breath, slow belly inhales. Full exhales that just release your weight into the earth. Try to melt in. And we'll stay here with our breath for a few rounds. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw, and just stay connected to your breath. One more easy inhale. Full exhale. Knees come back together. Arms back to your sides, and you'll roll off your blanket. And give your blanket a little roll here. We're going to come back to this right before Savasana and have a little held restorative pose. And then once you have your roll, come back down to down to rest. And then right ankle is going to cross at the left thigh. Flex through your heel and then press the right knee away. Drop your hips even more to the earth and take a few breaths. We're going to take a little hanging pigeon variation today. So head, neck, and shoulders are going to come off the earth, and you're going to reach up and hold on to your shin. So arms will come to the opposite side of the shin. You'll either hold with your hands, or if you're able to, you're going to hook your elbows down. And then once you have that, you're going to lean back into this assisted pigeon stretch. Once you're here, left leg can go long if you'd like. Take a few breaths. If it's too intense to take the left leg long, just bend it. And release your hanging pigeon. Come into your regular pigeon. Head, neck, and shoulders can rest down to the earth now. And breathe. One more easy inhale. And exhale. Release down to center. Take a breath. And left ankle crosses at the right thigh. And press the hip away, press the thigh, the knee away. Take a few breaths. The hips pressing deeper into the earth. And relax any tension you might be holding through your face. Soften your jaw, your eyes, your cheeks. And then as you're ready, head, neck, and shoulders come up off the ground, and you can either hold onto the outside of your shin with your hands or hook up with your elbows. Hang back, and then that right leg can go long if you'd like. And slow, easy breath. And from your hanging pigeon, come into your regular pigeon, draw that right leg in, lay your head, neck, and shoulders down, and breathe. And slowly relax back down to center. And make sure your shoulder blades feel connected to the earth and roll your whole spine down accordingly. And then hug your knees into your chest, and we're going to come into happy baby pose. So draw your knees out wide and your with knees pulled in. And have a feeling that you're trying to draw the knees past the rib cage to the earth. Even if they're miles away, it's a feeling that you're drawing past the rib cage toward the ground instead of into the rib cage, which will just stop you. And then from here, pick the heels up toward the ceiling, and you're either going to hold onto your shins or ankles, or if you can, you're going to find the bottoms of your feet. Flex through your heels, flex your tailbone down, and then push up with your feet so that you feel this stretch through your shoulder blades. Typically, happy baby is all about the hips and drawing the knees toward you. This time, press the heels away a little bit and focus on the stretch in the arms. Arms should be nice and straight. Take a few breaths. And you can even rock here gently side to side. And then draw your shoulders to the earth. Draw the hips in a little more. One more breath. And slowly release down to the ground. And feet come mat distance, knees are still bent. And bring your arms out to the sides, palms pressing up. And drop your knees over to the right. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Even pick up the head and bring the left ear to the earth. And then if it's okay for you, that left arm's going to come up and cover your eyes and assist you a little more into a neck stretch. Right arm still reaching away. And just breathe. If it doesn't feel quite right to cover the eyes with the arm, you can even bring the hand back behind your head and just rest your head in your arm. Back to center. Just return to lowered bridge and become very neutral again through your joints and spine. And then feet as wide as the mat again. Knees to the left this time. Arms in your T shape. Pick up the head, turn and look over the right shoulder. And then either cover your arm or cover your eyes with your arm or rest your head in your hands. And breathe deeply. And roll back to center. Become neutral in your shoulders, hips, and spine again. Then find your rolled up blanket. And you're going to bring it underneath you to your shoulder blades. And you're going to lay down onto your blanket and roll your shoulder blades up and off. So you're going to feel this supported back bend, this arched spine. And the blanket should feel as though it's hitting you right in the bottom of the shoulder blades themselves. Arms out to your sides, elbows bent for comfort. And then knees can open out into bound angle pose and take slow, easy breaths here. And on the exhale, concentrate on Really dropping your weight into the blanket and into the mat. And take a few moments and breathe here into this open heart. Just feel safe and confident and able. And let your knees come back together. Roll up and off of your blanket, set it to the side, roll your spine down. Then make any necessary moves you need to be able to stretch out comfortably for Savasana. You can cover up with your blanket if you'd like. Cover your eyes with something. And then just drop into stillness. Make sure you feel like your shoulder blades are resting completely on the earth. Flip your palms up for this position of openness and healing. And come back to that slow, deep breath, inhaling into the belly, into the chest. And exhaling, soften your tension and give your weight to the earth. Rest a little heavier. Feel the back of your head melting into the earth, and your shoulders, your spine. Feel the length of your arms and the backs of your hands just completely connected. Use your slow exhales to soften tension through the gut and feel anchored through the hips, through the legs, through the ankles. Slow your breath down. Just enjoy this moment of stillness. And start to deepen your breath. And just move into your body as it feels good. Give yourself a little stretch. And then as you are ready, take your time, roll on up into a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands to your heart, a gesture of gratitude. Just thanking yourself for breathing and moving and chilling. Let's end class with a sound of 3 ohms. Inhale deeply. Om. Om. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste.